Good morning. I'm Herb Buffington, organist of Peachtree Christian Church in Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to this installment in a weekly series exploring great hymns of the Christian Church through improvisation and arrangements. Today's improvisation is on the piano and is based upon His Eye is on the Sparrow. This can be found at hymn 82 in your chalice hymnal. But before we begin the musical portion of today's webcast, I want to share with you some interesting background information about the song. Civilla Martin, who wrote the lyrics to His Eye is on the Sparrow in 1905, said that she was compelled to write the words as a result of a trip she and her husband made to Elmira, New York, where they met and became close friends with the Doolittles. Mrs. Doolittle had been bedridden for 20 years, and her husband was confined to a wheelchair during his daily activities. Despite these infirmities, they both lived happy lives, bringing inspiration and comfort to all who knew them. When Mrs. Doolittle was asked if she ever became discouraged because of her illness, she replied, "My Heavenly Father watches over each little sparrow, so I know He watches me." In the Gospel of St. Matthew, we find the source of Mrs. Doolittle's inspiration in comforting words of Jesus. "Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? And are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father? But the very hairs on your head are all numbered. Fear not then, you are more value than many sparrows." The tune, appropriately named Sparrow, was composed by American poet and composer Charles Hutchinson Gabriel, who lived from 1856 to 1932 and is said to have written or composed between 7,000 and 8,000 songs, anthems, and cantatas. Aside from His Eye is on the Sparrow, some of his other popular songs were Brighten the Corner Where You Are and Will the Circle Be Unbroken. In our lifetimes, His Eye is on the Sparrow is associated with actress-singer Ethel Waters, who used the title for her autobiography. She was the first African American to star on her own television show and the first African American woman to be nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award. Mahalia Jackson's recording of the song was honored with a Grammy Hall of Fame Award in 2010, and shortly before she died, Whitney Houston recorded a version for the soundtrack of the 2012 remake of the 1976 movie Sparrow. Thank you for allowing me to share with you my musical interpretation of His Eye is on the Sparrow.